Hi Pep, Sam Lee from goal. At the start of the season, first 5 or 6 games, it was hard to know what you were going to do in terms of team selection because every week the setup of the team was completely different. But since then, it's been generally the same as it was last season. So, what I want to know is why was the setup so different for the first 5 or 6 games, and why has it been more predictable, more 4-3-3 based in the last 2 or 3 months?
Well, the team is quite comfortable playing that way. As much you play in the same way, you have more routines. Sometimes you change for to create more spaces or for the quality of the players that we have. Especially, for example, we play with Mendy, but sometimes you can play more wider, and attack more in that side for the fullbacks and the wingers. Depends on the quality of the players, but the approach is quite similar. And I think everybody was involved in this season, playing a lot of games, except maybe Danilo because was a lot of time injured. It was about 5 or 6 games. The others, so everybody was involved, and now we are in semi-finals for the Carabao Cup, 2 games, so everybody's going to play a lot of minutes. So we cannot, last 3 or 4 games, not Otamendi, Nico play all the minutes. So tomorrow we're going to make a few changes, comparing the last game against Leicester, but the way we play, we're going to try to do the same.
Were you looking for something different in those first 5 or 6 Premier League games? Were you looking for something that you could maybe work better than last season?
Well, I don't remember quite well what we have done in the first games. I don't remember. We play sometimes 5 in the back and 3-4-3 in attack, and so I don't remember quite well. But I think that my feeling when we spoke with the players is quite similar and what we have to do. So no change too much, really.
Hi Pep, James from the Standard. From Jose's time in Manchester, a lot was made of the fact that he lived in a hotel. You, since you've been here, you've totally absorbed yourself in the city. You own a property, restaurant, you socialise in the city. Is that crucial when you're a manager of a club to totally take on the city?
So I don't know really. So I'm not. I don't know the reason why. So I'm talking for myself. I cannot put words in the private life and the life from Jose. So I don't know. So I think important to happen on the pitch, and so my family is here. It's normal to live in a house, in an apartment. So Jose, I think he lives alone here and decided to live in a hotel, but that is not. I think he went to the restaurants. I think he went out. So not stay 24 hours in the room, day in there, and make the same life like we can do in other people. So what's happened is, but I ain't see it, so I cannot speak about what was his life in here. So I don't know.
Could you have handled?
I think Jose Mourinho questions are been done now. So.
Hiya Pep, Jack Gorman for the Mail. I just asked you about Raheem. He sent a tweet out yesterday to a local council in London because he wants to set up an academy where he grew up for underprivileged children, and when you tally that with going to see the sick child last month and his donation to the Grenfell Tower cause, have you noticed a significant change in his maturity off the field, and do you think he's embracing his kind of status as a role model more than he was doing before?
So the gesture speaks for itself. So if he's more mature, sure, and in a few years we'll be more mature too. So it's an incredible gesture. So this kind of thing is always is going to come back in his private life, his own life, with the family in a positive way. So when you do this kind of thing where you can do it because he feels he can do that or he want to do that. So at the end, always it's nice thing is going to happen in his life. And of course, when Raheem does this kind of gestures because it's going to help the people. So life was so generous, was nice for him so far in the terms of the profession he does and everything he can contribute and make a better society for the other people. That is incredible. So just to say thank you, and it's nice things what he has done.
Do you think that generosity of spirit that he has impacts his performances on the pitch? Do you think that's kind of helped him?
Yeah, of course. So the people say no, that the people make a sport cannot do anything or cannot speak about politicians or cannot do some gestures. Of course, we have to do. And if he believes and doing that, that is a good signal. That's nice. I appreciate it, really. Like a part of the society. That's good. But most of today, I think a lot of people, a lot of players, and not just in football, in all sports, do these kind of things. And I think it's important. For example, Juan Mata, what he does in his foundation, for the global football in there, and here many people, Fabian Delph is doing a lot of things for the kids, and Vincent Company, because many people do these kind of things, and the people don't notice, doesn't know it, but they do it. And I am pretty sure they do because they feel better, and it's nice. I like it.
Okay, guys.
Pep, Martin Blackburn from The Sun. Just a quick one on Brahim Diaz. There's reports in Spain he might leave in January. Is that a possibility?
I don't know. Really, I don't know. We are working in a stay here, but I don't know exactly what is the situation.
No. Is there no progress with his contract at all?
Right now, I don't have notice. No.
Okay.
Gideon Brooks from the Express. There's a lot made about the number of fixtures and the number of competitions, but in actual fact, with a squad like City's, is that a chance to keep everybody happy and keep the ship going?
Our players?
Because you've got so many opportunities to play different players, it's an opportunity to keep everybody happy.
Yeah,
that's a positive.
The Carabao Cup, it's amazing in that sense. There's another competition, I know that, but that competition, everybody's involved. So I think the last month or the last, more or less, everybody plays and play a lot of minutes. It is the only way to sustain, the locker room, and of course to get the people fresh, a little bit fresh mentally and physicality for the future. For example, the last game against Leicester, John Stones played a holding midfielder in position for Fernandinho, and it was incredible the way he played. And that is important for me as well, for our staff, to see the players in different positions when we had the problems, and we can give time. In that situation, John come here. Beanie and Nico can play in the central defender, and we needed to do that. If not, in February we will die. And everybody's involved is much better, especially in that period. That until the end of January is incredible how amount of games we have. And now in February, March we'll breathe a little bit, and we try to arrive in February, to being in the competitions, being there. And after that, we'll see what happened in the important games or knockout games, like you are in or you are out. What happened against Leicester last game. So we're going to see. Okay, thank you guys.